Once upon a time, in the land of Israel, there was a man called Jonah. God loved Jonah because he was a good person, and he had a special plan for him. One day, God spoke to Jonah, telling him that he wanted him to go to the city of Nineveh and tell the people who live there to stop being wicked. However, Jonah was very scared to go to Nineveh, as he knew the people there were not at all nice. So instead of going to Nineveh, he decided to run away. He thought he would be able to hide from God's plan. Instead of going to Nineveh, Jonah went in the opposite direction. He went to the harbor and found a ship going to Tarshish. Then, as the ship sailed away, a strong wind started blowing, and the waves grew bigger and scarier. The waves crashed and the wind howled, and everyone aboard the ship was scared. The sailors all prayed to their gods for help, but this only made the storm get worse. The sailors soon realized that someone on board must have angered their god, so they decided to cast lots to find out who was to blame. They soon found out it was Jonah, and he told them that he was running away from God's plan. The sailors were now very worried, so Jonah told them to throw him into the sea in order to calm the storm. Reluctantly, the sailors threw Jonah overboard, and as soon as he hit the water, the storm calmed down. Almost immediately, a big fish, like a whale, swam up and swallowed Jonah whole. It was dark, smelly, and very uncomfortable inside the belly of the whale. Jonah felt sorry for disobeying God and prayed to him for forgiveness. He also promised to do what God had told him to do. Jonah now realized he had made a huge mistake in running away from God. After 3 long days and nights inside the whale, the big fish finally spat Jonah out onto dry land. Jonah was grateful to be alive and promised to go straight to Nineveh and deliver God's message. He walked through the big city of Nineveh and announced to the people there to stop doing wicked things. And amazingly, they listened. The people of Nineveh listened to Jonah's message and began to change their ways. They stopped being proud and arrogant and began to be good, humble people who were kind to one another. Once God saw the people of Nineveh had repented, he decided not to punish them. Jonah felt a little upset because he wanted God to punish these wicked people. However, God explained to Jonah the importance of prayer and forgiveness. He told Jonah he is a loving and forgiving God who wants people to turn away from their wrongdoings. Jonah learned an important lesson about listening to God and obeying his commands. He also understood that God's love is for everyone, even those people who make mistakes.